The broadcast is live.
Good. Welcome to Chasing Prophecy, Friday Night Live After Party. I'm Jenny Nicasio with my co-host, Sean Kelly. Good evening, Sean.
Hey, Jenny, what's up, buddy?
Just hanging in there, Sean.
Just hanging in there, huh?
Yeah.
What a night last night, huh?
Oh, yeah, it was pretty fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a little out there, but you know, I wasn't confused. More than likely, I was like, were they really aliens or were they just walk-ins and ghosts and stuff like that?
Yeah, you know what? I got the same feeling too, but I didn't want to say anything. I know Rosie thought that. I mean, I truly believe she believes that she was abducted by aliens. I truly believe that, but I didn't get that feeling. I thought maybe a ghost, maybe some kind of spirit, but she believes it. So I'm just checking to see if we're on Facebook. So just give me, I can't tell. It says we're live, but I want to make sure. I just want to make sure if it's coming up. I have to go on my just want to see if we are. We are. It looks pretty cool. Yeah. So I'm excited. I already got. I just want to share it with make sure it's shared on my. Did you share it on your Pittsburgh Paranormal?
I sent it. Oh, not the Pittsburgh Paranormal one, just my thing.
Yeah, why don't you send it there? Can you do that?
I don't know how to get out. I did one time before, and it's like, hopefully someone out there is listening on my.
Okay, I just want to see. I think I'm live on all my. We're going through YouTube and we're going through Chasing Prophecy and we're going through my author page.
Damn.
And is that a car?
No, that was a motorcycle day.
That was loud.
I got to tell you something, and it's really crazy. When I came out here to set things up, you know the cicadas, right?
Oh, they're loud, aren't they?
Honest to Pete, do you know when the show started, they all went quiet?
That's strange.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you know what? This is a really good season for them. I think that they're pretty loud. I know they were having some. What did they say? This is like breeding time or something for them.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I wish I could see my comment box. I don't think anybody even knows we're on here yet, but that's okay. We'll just keep talking. Yeah, I thought it was an odd show. I mean, I'm not really sure, but I should have asked her if she was seeking treatment or on any kind of medication, and I didn't.
No, you can't do that because you're not a doctor. That'd be.
Well, I understand that, but I just wanted to know. Well, maybe that would explain. Maybe it's a medication that's causing her, like a side effect. Could it have been a side effect?
No, I personally think, all right, that she's lived with this for so long, and no one has ever helped her, and she finally had to get it off her chest, and I'm grateful that she got to chance and be able to do that on her show. So hopefully, she will get help though. Yeah.
Hopefully. And what do you think about Jason? What do you think?
What I think about him? I think that he's playing. When he told me that they talked to him and his left eye blinked, that kind of freaked me out. That was like weird.
Did you ever hear anything like that?
No, never. And to me, when I heard him say, well, I'm the one that starts the communication. That's a bunch of bull. You can't do that. That's just like, it's like playing with a Ouija board. Okay. Honest to Pete. Once you start communicating to something that you think they are, but don't forget, Jen, spirits lie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what you told me before Spirits Live.
Yes,
Now,
they do.
how do
They
you
do.
know if it's how do you know if it's a spirit and not something else?
Well, for me, like I've been in the business for over 30 years, and it's like, I trust my spirit guides. I trust my angels. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They will protect me. But for some, Joe or Jane out there that decided, well, I'm going to go communicate with, something, if they don't know what they're doing, if they don't have some type of protection with them, then you know what? They're in a lot of trouble.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, so it was like, I don't know. I really trying to be a nice person here. I am. I just, I just wanted to tell him straight out, quit doing what he's doing. When he told us about that one book he read where this guy came up with equations in his dreams, right?
Yeah, you didn't buy that.
I believe, honest to Pete, honest to gosh, that he read that book first and then, his subconscious brought up, these things, these equations. If I was in his shoes and I was totally serious about,
Hmm.
I would go to a university. I would go right away and find out what the hell's going on here, and
Yeah, yeah. I don't understand. You know how they said that they didn't. I mean, there's in London for Rosie. There's the Oxford. There's Edinburgh.
mhm.
There's so many other, and actually the one has a paranormal psychology department. So I don't understand why that didn't.
Well, see, think about it, right? All right. I mean, she talked to a few friends
Hmm.
about the situation, and basically they probably made fun of her. And now she's afraid to go out and tell somebody that she doesn't know, thinking,
Hmm.
well, they're going to think I'm nuts or what? That's
Yeah.
that's how I feel, and that's the same way I feel about Jason too. I mean, honest to gosh, if I saw or a demon or if I saw some type of ghost out there
Hmm.
during investigation, I would be wanting to know who in the hell is it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's how I feel too. I don't know. I mean, I believe people believe that they believe. I believe what they believe is to be true.
Yes.
Um, but I don't know. I don't, I'm not denying that something happened to her, but uh, I don't want to discredit her for anything. I mean, I think she totally believes that she was abducted by aliens, and I'm not sure. She got kind of offended when I brought up I didn't know what a star seed was.
Me neither, hon. Me
I
neither.
feel bad that I didn't know that.
Oh, that's okay. You
I've
don't know
never heard
everything.
that term before.
Me neither. I tried Googling it today and everyone they brought up stars,
Hmm.
and but if she thinks that she's a star seed, okay, then that's okay. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? It's okay to be that way. Um,
Yeah.
being in doing this for a long, long time and meeting all types of different people, I do accept people for who they are, you know,
Hmm.
and and so I'd like to listen to their story and not judge them right off the bat. Go back and think about, what's the story? What could they be? And if I'm really, really interested in it, then
Hmm.
I would go and talk to them again.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This isn't sharing on Chasing Prophecy, and I don't know why. I don't know why it isn't. Can you share it on Chasing Prophecy from where you're at?
I'm afraid to leave, or else I'm going to get kicked
Oh,
out of here.
okay.
I'm on
I
my phone.
Yeah, I'm looking at my phone. I don't see that it's playing. I'm going to see if it's playing on YouTube because I don't.
You,
I that was one of my destinations. Actually, it should be coming from Chasing Prophecy, and it's not. Let me see if it's playing. I can't see if it's playing on YouTube either. Something happened. That's okay. It's on our main page, so that's okay for now. I'm not sure why. Sometimes it gets finicky.
Hmm.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. And somebody's messaging me. Let me see. Can you still see me?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure why it won't let me share it on. It's okay. It's. I'll share it tomorrow when we're done on the
Right.
main page. I just don't know why it's not picking up. Makes me mad because I had it selected. But we did this on our main page last time, didn't we? Yeah. So
Hmm.
that's okay. That's okay. Maybe we'll figure it out next time. It's
Oh,
all
of
new to
course we
me.
will.
It's all
What?
new to me.
And it's
So
new to me too.
okay. So previewing for next week we have a recorded show
Yes.
and it's with
Yeah.
Chris. Forbidden News. So that should be. I'm sure people will like that one because that was pretty cool with all the conspiracies and
Yes. Yes.
stuff. Oh, we do got 10 views so far, so that's good. I didn't know
Oh,
if
that's cool.
I would like to know who's on, but I can't tell. But I want them to share it to my Chasing Prophecy page for me, and I don't know why I can't, but that's okay. We won't even go there. But yeah, well, tell us about. Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay.
I know this is supposed to be an after show party, but getting back to what you're doing this weekend, you gold prospect, you said.
Yes, I do.
Now how do you do that?
How do I do that? Well, I find a creek, okay, or a river, and I just go out and start putting dirt into a pan.
Hmm.
And then I start panning the dirt out and hopefully find some gold. But I also have machines too, and that's a high banker, and that's ran by um, a oh hell, a car battery. And
A car battery.
yeah, yeah. In fact, I'm charging it now. But yeah, so what happens is the water, you throw a pump into the creek,
Hmm.
and it goes through the pipe and the hose, and it just continues water going through, and I just shovel dirt into
Hmm.
the hopper, and usually the gold drops. And I was there last year in North Carolina, and it is so gorgeous down there. I tell you what, North Carolina people are the sweetest people in the world. You know what I mean? They would give the shirt off their back. So it's funny, right? Down south they like that sweet tea, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was a dumbass, and I asked the lady in the restaurant. I said, "Do you have unsweetened tea?" And she just laughed at me, and she said, "You must be from up north,"
Yeah.
because but they're very personable. And the mining community, the gold prospecting community, it's a whole new world there. And it's nothing like what you see on TV. um, they just go, and they just go in the creeks, and they dredge, and then they high bank. And you can work for 4 or 5 hours busting your ass, shoveling and panning. But you know what? If you get a little bit of gold, you're happy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Happy.
Yeah. It's something. If you enjoy it, that's
I really do. And a lot
that's
of
all.
people do. And I'll tell you what, whenever I had a bad day at work,
Mhm.
now I have some dirt here that I have taken home from different places. And if I have a bad day at work, I just come on my front porch and I'll pan, and it just like take me to another world. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
How some people meditate, or because when I'm panning, I don't really tell or see what's going around, and it's like all the stress. It's a stress relief. Even though I'm busting my ass, I still it's a stress relief for me, and it's fun. You know.
Yeah. Tell me about this haunted. Was it you said amusement park?
Hmm.
Why don't you tell me about that?
Okay, Lake Shawnee. Um, it's been on the Discovery Channel, the Travel Channel. um, and a
Hmm.
couple other shows. The story behind it is back, I want to say in the 1800s or 17, something like that. There was a family that lived on that land, okay?
Hmm.
And there was a tribe of Indians. They would go through that way for hunting and trading and whatever. And one day, this Indian tribe um, uh, slaughtered the whole family.
Lake
Ex-
Shawnee, that's what it's called?
yes,
Okay.
you
And
googling it,
I was looking for,
yeah. And so what happened was um, they slaughtered his family, and they say ghosts of the people who were slaughtered roam that place. Now, what's crazy, it was built on an Indian burial ground too, I think, the amusement park. And I think it was in the 50s or 60s. A young girl died there.
yeah, that's what I heard.
Hmm.
So that's what started it?
Yeah, basically. And that's what really got,
Mhm.
that's what started to get it going. And then they reopened again, and two more people died.
Mm.
They drowned in their ponds out there. And one other person got crushed by a truck.
Oh my God.
and it's haunted as hell. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice place to go to.
Yeah,
I
there's a it's going to be on oh, what's it called? The Travel Channel. There's a special on it coming up in the end of August.
right.
Yeah. That's what that's what my friend Joni told me, and I want to
Hmm.
watch it cuz I don't know anything, I don't know too much about it. I don't know why I don't know that one because know a lot of them, but I don't remember that one. So I don't know.
Well, it late like the last year or so, it has started to come out. All
Hmm.
right. Um, Now they're trying to make money, and you know what? For
It's
something
all
big
about the
like
money, honey.
what?
It's all about the money.
Yeah, that's true for them. But you know what? To give people in my group the experience to do it, you know what I mean? It's like, why not?
Yeah. How many are going up? Who's all going up to this one?
I
Who's going to
think
go?
we got about 12 people going, maybe
That's cool.
13,
That's cool.
and it's an all nighter. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you get to do the tour, and then you start investigating at night. And but we're
Yeah.
going to be on the show tomorrow.
What
Remember that?
show? Oh,
You
that's
know,
right. I forgot. Thank you for
yeah.
reminding me. It's in my brain. I can't believe I forgot that one.
I just
What time is that one?
I think 6 Eastern. I'm not sure. You sent me a message on it, so
Yeah.
um,
No, we're supposed to call in, huh?
yeah, we're supposed to. Yeah. Now,
Okay.
hopefully, I got phone service down there.
Oh, why wouldn't you have phone service down there?
Well, uh, we're out in the country.
Smart ass.
Uh huh. Now, this place down in North Carolina,
Huh?
right, this mining camp, they have no Wi Fi at all. In fact, in order for me to check my emails, we have to go out to dinner.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. And I'll tell you what, a day without internet is a day, you know,
You
you'd go
know,
nuts. You'd
I
go
know.
nuts. You would.
I think I would go nuts.
Yes, you would.
I would
You would
definitely go
definitely go nuts.
nuts. No, I
Yep.
would. I don't know if I could go without my phone. It's like I'm always on. I know that's bad. You know
Yeah.
what's really embarrassing?
What's that?
I was afraid that see, I follow QAnon, okay?
Right.
Um, I'm in enlightenment, I'm awakened and all that stuff. And they were talking about David Snedeker was talking about there was going to be 10 days of darkness.
Hmm.
Okay. So what I do is I'm up all night worrying about this 10 days of darkness, literally worrying.
Really?
Yeah, it's literally worrying. What if, oh my God, we don't have a landline anymore. We do have a landline, but we go through Xfinity. Well, that's
Right.
the internet. If the internet goes down,
Oh boy.
you don't have electricity, but you can't charge. We need a cell phone. Well, how am I going to charge my cell phone? So
Your
I go
car?
out. So well, listen, I spend all night looking online, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm looking all day, all night, looking for a way to charge my cell phone.
Hmm.
So I got a solar battery charger.
Okay.
So I ordered it. So now this is this is the crazy part. You can't charge it. You can't keep it in the sun to charge it. I'm like, or it can burn up. I'm like, oh
Real,
my God. I just spent all this money on a charger. You have to do it in the shade and it can't go above a certain degree. So
oh
if
my,
we're having a hot summer, it's for campers.
oh my
So
God.
yeah, so it was a total waste of money.
Wow.
Total waste of, but so now it's in my drawer. Then it says if it gets above a certain degree, it could blow up in your house and get your house on fire.
Oh my God. Real. How big is the thing?
Oh, okay, wait. I see someone telling me something. Wait. Show. I can't comment, you guys. Okay. Can you see it now on Chasing Prophecy, Mark? Hi, and Amanda. You need an invite to these fun nights. Well, you know what? Sean just told me what was it? You told me yesterday, the day before yesterday. Well, I hope you can see it on Chasing Prophecy. And if you can't, please share it. I did make it public. I think that was the problem with my personal page was not public. So I had to make it public. Yeah. This is a new thing we're doing, right, Sean? And I would
Yes, it
like
is.
see I finally got Sean. Sean, what are you doing? Are you smoking a cigar?
No, it's one of them jewels.
One of that my son used to smoke those silly things. Yeah, it can still cause cancer, I heard.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, so we're gonna do this. So if you have any supernatural questions or anything you want to ask Sean, because hi Kelly, Joni, hello. Please ask him. He's here. He's your Pittsburgh Paranormal founder, Pittsburgh Paranormal Society founder. He is a ghost, right, John? Investigator. He
Ghost
does
hunter.
help
Yeah.
hunter. He's a ghost. He helps ghosts go to the light.
Hmm.
He's been on a lot of different ghost hunts. How many would you say, Sean?
Oh wow. Since 2006, I'd
2006.
over 2,000, 3,000 of them.
Well, like I said, I went on one. And I went on one at Pushy Run, and that was the last one I went on because I believe a ghost piggybacked on me, gave me H1N1. I don't know if it was
What?
contagious.
What?
I got sick right after it.
Yeah, because what happened was the ghost went right through you, and what happens is that you start getting nauseous, you start getting
Oh
dizzy,
my God.
and
I was sick, really sick.
yeah.
Well, I blamed it
So
on my son, but
my
I was
question is to you, though, honey, is did you provoke it?
no, he grabbed my arm and he squeezed it.
Okay.
Wait, okay, Mark Christopher says, Sean, what is the one investigation that still stays with you to this day?
Okay. Um, the very first investigation that we did at Prospect Place. Um, that was it's a mansion down in Trimway, Ohio, and it was part of the Underground Railroad. And there was a ghost there. It was owned by family, and her name was Constance. And she taken a liking to me, and it was something. You just got so much evidence. There was so much ghostly activity that my first time at Prospect is my is the best one that I ever had. And I go down there every year. Sure, it's a pay-per-view we call them, but you know what? It's worth it because they actually take the money and not spend it on themselves, but they actually, get the mansion like it was back when it was in the early 1900s.
Wow.
Hmm.
Is there any other ones that stick out in your mind?
Um, yeah, the one in East Liberty. I showed you that one picture with the girl in the closet. Remember?
Uh-uh.
That's when one of my
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that one. Yeah, I
okay,
remember that.
that's when one of my uh, Pittsburgh Paranormal Society members, and you know her, she got thrown. She got
Who was
thrown in
that?
the air.
Who was thrown?
Faith.
Faith got thrown. That's
Yeah,
well.
she did.
That's Faith. If you're listening, I should tag. I should tag her. I wish I could tag. I don't understand why I can't comment. It says can't comment, can't post comments to Facebook. Why? That's silly.
We'll figure it out
I'll have
someday.
to call them. Yeah, I'll have to call them and find out why.
But the another good place to go to, and it's like open to everybody. Up in North Park, it's called Blue Mist Road, and you have to walk down till you get to the crossroads down there. And oh my God, it stands the hairs on my back pretty bad. At one point in time, North Park was all farm, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and they used to lynch people back there, and there's a lot of ghosts of the people who got lynched. There was satanic rituals are taken back there too,
Mm.
and it's just a creepy place to go to. I tell you what, I get creeped
You do?
still. Oh
Do
yeah.
you? Okay, now what was it? Would that be the scariest time that you got? Was it? Did you get scared at the other one too? I mean, to the
No,
point where you didn't want to do, you wanted to leave.
oh God, no, hell no.
Not like me. I
No,
run out the
I know.
door.
Oh no, I went
I
right
do.
to it. I went right to it, and and for me, I asked questions. I wanted to know more. I wanted to know about the spirit. I wanted to know why he was there. Why was he part of that land? And
Yeah.
and like Constance down there, it was crazy, man. I was in the house investigating, and I just kept seeing this young woman looking at me, and I knew she was a ghost.
You knew
And
she was
then
a ghost.
yeah, yeah, and I mean, she'd be there, and then she'd disappear. And I heard a name in my ear. It was Constance in a woman's voice. So after the investigation, we were packing up to go the next day.
Hmm.
I asked the guy who ran it. I said, "Who's Constance?" And he told me he's one of the daughters that died in that
Oh,
mansion. Yeah,
the daughter. There's a movie at. Do you remember the movie, the Notting Hill Haunting?
a house on haunted hill.
Hill House. Yes,
Yeah.
I watched the original one. Oh
Hmm.
my God, that reminds me. That story reminds me of it. You hear
The
that?
hell's that?
That's the wolf. Don't you know it's a full moon out there?
No,
That's
I'm
the
looking at.
werewolf.
No, there's too many clouds out there, buddy.
Jean said my son has experienced recorded there with full video and audio. Crazy place. Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
it's it's a crazy place. Yeah, I some of these stories are so scary. Like that freaked me out. That the whole new series. Did you see the new series on Netflix? Notting
No,
Hill, the
no,
Hill
no.
House. That's a scary one. And who was it we were talking to? That was Joyce Keller 2 weeks ago. Now she said that she knows Lorraine Warren
Right.
from the investigator who investigated Amityville.
She's a demonologist.
She's a demonologist. Now, what's the difference between a demonologist and a ghost investigator?
Um, Egos.
Egos.
Yes, yes, big time.
Creepy, huh,
I
Mark?
have a problem with demonologists. Okay.
Hmm.
And the reason why I have a problem with them, don't get me wrong, I respect them. Okay. I respect that person for being a
Hmm.
demonologist, but I just do not understand what demonologists do. Okay. A demonologist is a person who studies demons.
Hmm.
Okay. Do you know there are like over 2,500 different types of demons? And
No,
it,
but my son had a book on demons, and I remember reading that. Do you
mhm.
remember reading that, Mark? Was it you or John that had the demonology book? I'm not sure which one, but I tell you what, I went in that book, John.
Hmm.
I had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I don't even know where it is. I put it somewhere because there was the list of all the demons, and if you're reading that, don't you think you're going to conjure something? If you think about it, you're reading the demon's name in your head.
Right. It's different. It's different.
Is different than saying it out loud.
Yeah, saying out loud, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
So it's like, so my question to a demonologist, especially if they go on an investigation, it's like, okay, what demon are we working with? What demon is here? You have 2,500 demons to pick from. Which one's here? And it's just like in parapsychologists too. I have a problem with them.
Sorry, I got echo there. I'm sorry.
That's okay. The parapsychologists, I have a problem with them too. Everything is formed in your mind, and that's horseshit. I mean.
Okay, do you remember when we were talking to Brian Sharpless about the shadow people?
Mm-hmm. Sure do.
How does he know for sure? I still asked him this. How do you know? Yes, Mark, it was the Encyclopedia of Demons and Demonology. That book was so freaky. I don't know what happened to it. I think I probably threw it away. He was talking about, he never rolled out that it was just chemicals in your brain. Am I correct? He never ruled that out, because how do you know that it wasn't a demon in your room? Or how do you know for sure that the demon is really, like we were talking about last night, alien abductions? Okay. Isn't there a fine line between them? Because you're in your bed, you're sleeping, and sleep paralysis, it happens to thousands of people. Okay. It's just kind of weird that we all have the same experience. There's some that have, okay, now Sandy, I don't know if she's even listening, because I know she's on Chasing Prophecy. Okay, Mark said it had a philosophy of religion class in undergrad. Oh, you had that. Oh, you needed that for philosophy. Oh my God. That's creepy.
That's funny.
But how do you know? It seems like they're so close, like sleep paralysis. There's a small group of people that all have the same experience. They have the shadow people. They have the standing at the foot of the bed. They have some of them touch them. But then you have the other people that see the figures, the things that look like gray aliens. They look like gray aliens. And then you have the ones, like Sandy said, that she didn't have any of that. She just had that she couldn't move. So maybe there is sleep paralysis that you can't move, but then there's the ones that maybe they were abducted, or the other group that they are being harassed by some kind of demon. Don't you? I know you seem like you always go on the demon side. You're always on the demon side. I don't know.
I'm not demonic or nothing like that.
I know.
But I tell you what, I had one sleep paralysis one time where I couldn't move, couldn't talk, and I had this freaking ugly looking witch just staring down.
The hag woman.
Oh boy, was she a hag.
The hag.
Yeah, and then no matter what, and then it's really crazy. After she leaves, my body's all screwed up, my mind's all screwed up, and then I fall back to sleep again. I
wouldn't be able to fall. Like, you know what?
Did I tell you about my dreams? Oh my God!
Tell me.
I gotta tell you.
Okay, go for it. You got me started. Now go.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what. I had two of them, and I mean, I was like, I had an out of body, and it was like, I'm seeing this with my own eyes. And I'm across my street and I'm talking with a guy, and all of a sudden I see fire. I see different types of lights in my backyard. I'm thinking smoke.
You mean like flame fire?
No flame fire. Just different blue, green, yellow lights going off, and some mist, some haze. And I crossed the street. I go into my house, and all of a sudden I saw this Viking girl come up my steps.
A Viking
girl, yeah. It was crazy. Oh my God. And she didn't look happy at me either. And then she went into my backyard, and then a Viking dude came up, and he came all the way up to the front door. And I tell you what, I turned to my mom and I said, you know, I called the police. That
Are
was
you sure it wasn't some time travel? Okay, I gotta tell Alexa. Alexa, turn it down, please. She's
it
giving
wasn't
me.
a time traveler. It was like, this is like insane. And it just really, it really spoke me. And the only thing I could think of that could have jarred it a little bit
Mhm.
was listening to Led Zeppelin before I went to bed.
Well, yeah, it's like watching Pink Floyd, listening to Pink Floyd.
Oh
Um,
man, them boys put me to sleep, dude.
Jean said, "Why do we do our approach much differently? We learn, but don't discuss, and we also send energies and prayers prior to even getting on location." Okay, so Jean, you do ghost investigations. Then we have super airport elsewhere backing us up when we're on location. So, Jean, are you doing ghost investigations? This is a little slow. It's like a minute too off. Yeah, well, getting back to last night, I had like a sleep demon. I guess that's what you can call it. I felt like someone was like holding my mouth shut.
Really?
Then I woke up and then I couldn't go back to sleep. He said exorcism type cleansing, spiritual deliverance. That's
Yeah,
what he
I've done
said.
that. I've done that. I do that.
So you do exorcisms, Gene. Maybe we should have you on the show. Maybe I should send you an invite and you can talk. I don't know if it'll work. Think it would work? I don't know. Meet demons but don't want their name. Send them out. Oh God. I don't want to talk to demons. They scare me. There's a show on CBS. It's called Evil. It's the
Hmm.
most scariest.
Dude, that's a freaky show.
That
Them damn writers.
Yeah,
Wow.
they are really good. They scare me. That they have like this sleep. They have like the demon and like the a shadow person at night. That when you have that sleep paralysis, they wrote that into the script. Sure, I actually have several people were part of a team. Well, Gene, you should have told me that. We'll have to have you on the show. Send me another email or tech. No, send me an instant message. I know you
Gene,
talked about it, Gene.
Gene, what's the name of your group?
Hi, Joni. I love that show too. Oh, I am so thirsty. My Sjogren's is acting up. I actually have several people report. Okay, Jean, what's the name of your group? Sean wants to know. Yeah, that show was the most horrifying show.
Scared
I
the
have,
crap out of me.
yeah,
There's times I don't even want to watch it. In fact, you know
yeah,
what? It's crazy. I'll turn on another channel when the spooky part comes on, and then I go. I
yeah, it's
admit,
scary.
it's it's funny. Even though I do a lot of these investigations and I deal with a lot of bad ghosts and demons and whatever you want to call them, I'm still human.
Oh yeah,
Okay. And there is a little bit of fear. So for me to go around pounding my chest like I'm big bad, ain't afraid of nothing, that's a bunch of horse crap
yeah,
because there
I
are
would be
things that I'm
scared.
afraid of. Yeah.
Well, see, the evil part of the stuff is I'm afraid of. I don't
Let me
like.
ask you a question, Jen. Do you think a shadow person is a demon?
I don't know. I mean, I've had
It
shadow
isn't.
people.
They're
I've had
not.
shadow people since I was a little kid. I had them when I was little, and then my mom would say, I was like, I was standing up in my crib, and I go, ooh, ah, ooh, I'm like looking at dead people or something. I don't know.
You probably were. Yeah, a lot of people say that shadow people are bad. They're not. There's that fine line. It's like you're walking on there. The spirit is actually walking like on a straight line, like a tight line, tightrope line. And half of them are in their world, half of them are in our world. And when light shines upon a person,
Mhm.
they get a shadow, correct? Am I
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So that, my dear, I
That is
would
a really good way to say it. So you're saying a light shines on this. It's how do you say that again? Go ahead and
uh,
repeat it. I'm
you
trying
know
to
when
regurgitate
the
it.
light shines on a person,
Yes,
okay, they
light
they
shines on a
cast a
person.
shadow.
Cast the
Okay.
shadow.
So whenever light that we have on our earth hits this spirit, okay,
Mhm.
we can't see it, but it casts a shadow.
Wow, that's a good way to look at it. I never thought of
Yeah,
that. So you
absolutely.
so you truly believe that these shadow people are people?
Yeah, they're ghosts.
Okay, you're 100% sure they're ghosts and not time
A hun-
travelers?
110%.
Because there's a lot of people would disagree with you, and they say that they're time travelers.
They're not time travelers, they're ghosts. And that's my opinion. I
You think that
respect.
they're okay? No, why are
All
they?
right, I'm doing a
Why do they torment people? Why do they come in your bedroom at night when you're sleeping and they just torment you?
because you allow them to torment you.
Well, how do you tell them not to torment you?
Turn over and go to bed. Go to sleep.
What
I
if
tell
they?
I
What if
tell a
they
lot
pull
of
your
people
sheets down?
and say pull them back up and say good night. You have to. You can't see. A lot of people don't. Spirits are attracted to fear, anger, pain, and what you're doing. We'll just say fear. Okay.
Mhm.
And here are the spirits, they feed off of that. They're like, this girl's fair. She's afraid of something, but she's letting off all this energy. Well, let's go give her some fear, you know? And
Yeah.
you have to, you have to get down and dirty with the spirit. You can't be afraid of them. I mean, if you see a shadow person in your room, you just say, okay, I see you. I'm turning, I'm going to bed. You can actually like deal with it later. You know what I mean? But you can't.
Joni's it's not necessarily your fear gives them the energy.
Exactly. That's exactly what I wanted to
Well,
say.
isn't that what's happening right now with all this COVID stuff?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, think about it. And my friend Penny, who I learned a lot from, said that all the pain, all the hurt, all the anger, every single freaking emotion going on due to COVID, due to all these protests, to all
Mhm.
this anger and stuff. I'm telling you what, that's why there has been a spike in paranormal activity, because the spirits out there are feeding like that.
Mhm.
And you got good ghosts, you got bad ghosts, you got angels, you got demons, and you know, if people would just like relax for
Mhm.
one day, everybody in the world, they would all go
Yeah.
away. And that's the way it is.
Unfortunately, I'm driven by fear too. When this COVID thing started, I mean, I was crazy. I mean,
You know what? I wasn't, to be honest with you, because I'm those essential workers, a meat cutter at Giant Eagle, but I wasn't afraid. It was like, and it comes to my spirituality and my faith in the big guy upstairs.
mhm.
I mean, it's like, listen, it's my turn to go, my time to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, of course, but you don't want to go before you have to go.
It's not my call. It's not my call. And I've been out there, and I hate my mask. I wear it 8 hours a day,
Oh,
and
I
when
don't
I
know how
leave,
you wear that all day. I would
oh, it's
just pull it
crazy.
off.
It's crazy. I When I leave work, it comes off. You know. Now, out of respect for people, say like if I go get gas or go to A plus or something like that, out of respect for people, I will put it on. You know what I mean? It's not like I, deliberately walk in without a mask, because I think that's a bunch of, I don't think that's right when people do that. Sure, you might not have, believe in this COVID and
Mm,
stuff like that, but people need to respect other people. And if people can do that, respect everybody, then this world will be a better place. Like my saying I have in Pittsburgh Paranormal Society, I will respect what you believe in, but please respect what I believe.
mhm.
And think
Yeah,
about that.
that's a good motto.
Yeah, and it's true. I respect what people believe, and I've had people that don't respect, and they, cause me grief. But
Yeah.
you know what? I'm just like, okay, see ya. I'm done, and I
Mhm.
walk away.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Well, what do you what? what do you feel about I don't know if it's so much shadow people, but like you know how we have a show coming up in October about the time traveling.
Yep.
Do you don't believe that theory about the shadow people are time travelers?
I don't believe that theory at all.
You don't
I,
believe in
I
that?
don't, not at all. If it was a time traveler, then that sucker would appear in front of me and tell
Would
me what
you
year he's from.
okay? Do you so you don't believe in time travel?
I I'll be honest with you, Jen. I really haven't studied it. I
Well, you're
haven't
gonna have
really
to study
looked.
it because we have that show coming up. So you want to be sure you're on.
Yeah, but if people believe that they're time travelers, then you know what? God bless them. Let them believe.
Yes, I just drove downtown. Yes, it's 1922, and I just
Yeah,
found
yeah.
out.
Go back and go to the future and give me the lottery number so we can hit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But it's like if people believe they travel in time, then God bless them.
God
Let them.
bless them.
Yeah.
Well, getting back to your profession, because
Hmm.
basically, that's what we're going to talk about. Every Thursday, the first Thursday of every month, we're going to be
Yes.
talking about, do the demons separate families and divide, conquer? That's what Johnny wants
They
to know.
try. The majority, yeah, they do.
So you
They
think that that's true? That the reason why a lot of family are in distress is because there's demonic activity,
demonic activity or really, really angry ghost.
angry ghosts.
Yes, and it could be a demonic. It can be, but a lot of times, yeah, they separate. They cause, and I've dealt. Here's the big thing, especially young couples that have problems. Um, they might be fighting with each other, and they have a little baby, right?
Mhm,
Okay, and grandma comes in, and who's dead, and
mhm.
causes all kind of hell for the couple. It's like, you know, you shouldn't be fighting. You should be taking care of that baby. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. And yeah, but if somebody is like, uh, trying to think of the word or the situation, if someone is like not too happy with their family situation,
Mhm.
then yeah, demon senses that they can come in, boom, and try to make turmoil on it. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Now I pulled up some things on the internet I wanted to test you on.
Okay.
Okay. These are the 11 most haunted places in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I want to see if you've heard of them or if you've been there.
Hmm.
The Green Man's Tunnel.
Yep. Been there.
Okay, tell us about the green. And now it says if you've happened to be driving along Piney Fork Road in South Park
Yep.
late at night, keep
Hmm.
an eye out for the infamous Green Man. Okay.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, that green man that you see, there's actually two tunnels. All right.
Mhm,
But the state and the one tunnel, which the green man exists, is all filled with stones and rocks and stuff like that now.
mhm.
Yeah. So there's two tunnels out there, and the
Okay,
ones
now
that,
they're talking about enigma. The man is named. What's his name?
oh, Jesus, come on. Give me a
Charlie.
break.
Charlie No
Whatever.
Face. Charlie
Okay.
No Face, whose features were
Okay.
melted off. Oh, in a work. Oh, this is creepy.
Hmm.
Work accident. Wanders the road. His figure shrouded by strange green light. Isn't that like the Green Phantom, Lynn? Seriously, unlike many urban legends, however, the story of the Green Man's Tunnel has a solid basis in fact. A boy named Raymond Robinson was climbing power lines as
Yep.
a
That.
boy. Oh my God, and suffered an electrical injury, giving him the appearance of
Hmm.
a person without a face. That's horrible. Whether his spirit lives on and stalks the tunnel is up for debate.
Yeah.
Now, have you been there?
I've been there. I've never seen them, but there's a lot of paranormal activity around there.
Well, yeah, I would say so after that
Hmm.
story. That's scary. I've never been there. I'd like to go. And it's along Fork Road in
Road.
South Hill Park. Okay, here's another one.
Hmm.
You ready?
Yep.
The house the devil built.
The house the
That the
devil
devil
built.
built. Now you think
Um.
about it, and I'll read this little intro.
No, I never been there.
Up in the heart of Pittsburgh's north side.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, but I didn't. I, you know what? The
You
house
don't
of the
call it
devil.
that. You don't call
No,
it
no,
that.
no, no. It was like some guy who was a real freak and killed a lot of people. He was a really nasty
Oh,
person, right? What happened was they tore down that house in order to put the extension to go out to, when you come across the Fort Duquesne Bridge, right?
mhm.
Okay, and then you make the right to go out to the North Hills.
I don't really know, but I'll
Okay,
say
right,
yeah.
right down there. Yeah, they tore down their house, and believe it or not, there's a ton of car accidents that happen
Oh,
in that area, and they believe
wow.
it's part of that dude who was mean and evil.
Wow. Well, it says here on the north side, like the remnants of the haunted house practically bursting at the seams with disturbing folklore, and also known as the Conjurer House. The place's supposed history earns in a spot among the city's most haunted places. Its legacy of horror began when with a man named Charles Congular, his wife, and their maid. Oh, who doubled as his mistress, of course. And when Mrs. Conjurer found out about the affair, of course, she was more none too happy, but her reaction was perhaps a bit extreme. She killed the pair with meat cleavers.
Cool.
After a pleasant interlude, a shadowy figure named Dr. Bunricher was said to have moved in. Like many serial killers, he was quite friendly to neighbors and kept to himself. That is until police discovered that he was trying to keep decapitated heads of his victims
That's the first one
alive
for me.
after death. That's sick.
That's sick. That I never heard of that one before.
Wow. And now we're coming to 13 Bends.
Yeah. Well,
Do-
I've been to the 113 bends. There's actually 413 bends out there that people claim that are haunted. But the one that they talk about is the one in White Oak, PA.
White Oak.
Yeah.
There's a 13 Bends in White Oak.
Yep.
Do you know the story
There's
behind
one
that
up
one?
there's one up in Fox Chapel. The story behind that was that a orphan house, someone set it on fire and
Oh, a
killed a
bunch
lot
of
of children.
I hate to hear stuff like that.
Hmm.
I don't like that. Well, they said the exact location of 13 Bends can't quite be pinpointed.
Mm-mm.
Variations of the legend, but this haunted place in Elizabeth, yeah, Elizabeth is in White
Hmm.
Harmerville, and even how do you say that? Burgettstown. The most popular version, however, maintains that the road and harboring 13 Bends is Camp Hill Run Road
Never
in
heard of that
Harmerville,
one.
near the long
Oh
since
yeah, 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 yeah. I
abandoned
was there.
Harbor Mine. Did
Yes, I
you
know. I've been
have
to
you been
both.
there?
I've been to the one in White Elizabeth and White Oak, and the one out there in Harmerville.
And the orphanage burned town site, killing like you said, 13 children.
Hmm.
Now, if you drive up and down the road, you'll find that you drive around 13 bends going up, but only 12 going down. Isn't
Hmm.
that crazy?
Nope.
If the disappearing bend tricks isn't enough for you, you can always dust the hood of your car
That's
with
horseshit.
flour
That
where it
listen.
handy
Let me.
tiny handprints.
No, listen. Honest to God, everyone touches their car, right?
Yeah.
There's oil on your hand.
Yeah.
So you touch your car and the oil off your hand goes on the car and you throw um, flour on it, you're going to get the imprint of your hand.
But they said there were tiny hands.
Yeah, could be. Whoever, no, had, no,
No?
no,
You
no,
don't think you think that's
no.
baloney? Okay, what
That's
about the early American room?
never heard of that one.
You never heard of that one?
No.
Okay, this sounds most Pittsburghers know the Cathedral of Learning in Oakland is the home of a series rooms showcasing the styles of various different countries. But did you know
I
that
know. Yeah.
one place in particular, early American room, harbors more Then cultural relics.
Yeah, I have not been there. In fact, you need like DD 214s and you have to sign. They won't allow people to go up there.
They won't. But they
No.
said that Martha Jane Poe, who died in 1936, is said to haunt the room where her wedding quilt, oh, the wedding quilt lies on the bed on display. While not particularly rife with all ill intent, Mrs. Poe doesn't seem to be like she doesn't like to be disturbed. And there, oh well, yeah, I can see if there's a class going on. She doesn't want, and that's the okay. So she moves chairs around. She likes to move a lot of things in the her bedroom because she doesn't like people coming in her bedroom.
Right.
Yeah, I've never been there. I've been to the Pitt Cathedral, but I never went to that
Mm-mm.
part. No, that's
Does
that's
is the playhouse
yes.
on
We
that?
just got to the Pittsburgh Playhouse.
Ah, see, I'm psychic. I know this stuff, huh?
That's the next one. Yeah. So tell
I
me
did
about that one.
investigate that. I did investigate that, and we
Tell-
were the only group to investigate the Pittsburgh Playhouse. Again, at one point in time, Point Park would not let nobody go in there. And this girl, I guess she had some clout. She was doing a thing for Point Park newspaper,
Mm.
and she got permission for us to go in there. And yeah, it's pretty haunted in there.
How was it haunted? What did you see?
Just a bunch of orbs, nothing, no spirits at all. But we got a lot of pictures, a lot of video of orbs moving all around and
A
stuff
lot
like
of
that.
orbs, but no.
Yeah,
You saw pictures move around when you were there?
pictures?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no
What did you see moving around?
orbs.
Orbs. That's it. Nothing
Yeah,
else. Nothing
no,
moved
no,
around. Just orbs.
no.
Wow.
Mm-mm. But yeah, that was an honor to do the Playhouse because that was like one of the big places to go investigate for a paranormal group.
Yeah. It just says before it became a esteemed cultural center, it is today. The Pittsburgh Playhouse was home to various businesses. Apparently, there's led to quite a few urban legends and ghosts. The cast of ghosts include the bouncing of Red Meanie, a man dressed in red conjured by a group of students attempting to see seance in the late
Mhm.
70s. So they tried to bring this guy. Don't you think that that's probably why there's ghosts? Because if they were doing
Yeah,
those
if they
seance,
were,
or
yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
So that
And
yeah.
same way with a Ouija board. God only knows who people bring in.
Well, you want to hear a story? My
Hmm.
mother was playing with a Ouija board.
I'm gonna have to talk to her.
Yeah, this is way back. She was playing with the Ouija board. My mom was into all that stuff. That's probably where I got it from. So she's playing with the Ouija board, and she asks the Ouija board, "Where is my father?" Her dad had just passed away, and
Mhm.
she goes, Ouija board, where's my father?" It spelled out L-U. I have to make sure I know how to spell it. C-I-F. My God, am I spelling it right?
Lucifer, you're getting there.
Lucifer. It's spelled out
Yeah.
Lucifer. She got the board. She threw it away. That was
You see,
it.
can I tell all our viewers what to do?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. If you have a Ouija board, or if you have a tarot deck, or if anything that you think is doing demons or bringing them in or whatever,
Mhm.
don't throw it away. Don't burn it. The reason being is because all you're doing is burning the board. Okay. But the spirit still hangs around. What I suggest is that you take the board, you take the tarot deck, whatever you want,
Mhm.
whatever you have, and bury it in the ground. Okay.
Bury it.
Bury it right by a big old tree, um, and throw sea salt on it. Okay. Because what it does is that the salt holds the spirit there. The spirit cannot cross salt for some reason because it's pure. And what else? Yeah, and bury it right by a tree because what happens is Mother Earth, believe it or not, Mother Earth exists. The roots of the tree, Mother Earth, will just keep that spirit in one place, and the board won't hurt anyone. And I will tell you a story about that real quick.
Yeah,
My
tell me.
phone's dying here, real quick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but I had a lady in my group, and she had an old. I mean, this sucker was old Ouija board, and I said, okay, you got to bury that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So she had a burying a Ouija board party with her and her girlfriends. And what they did was, long story short, they dug it up, put it right by the tree in their backyard, okay, and they
Mm-hmm.
covered it with sea salt, and then they, put dirt over it. Well, come fall time, and they have a lot of trees in their backyard, and all the leaves would fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the crazy part about that. Where they buried that Ouija board, not one, not one leaf fell on that area.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay. And so my brother went over there one time, and he said, Sean, I'm just going to kick leaves on top of this thing. And we took a picture.
Mm-hmm.
The next morning, Sue sends me another picture back, and all those leaves were knocked off that area.
Wow.
And they had a snow that year.
Mm-hmm.
It covered the whole yard except for that square where they buried that board.
That's spooky.
It's fun.
That's weird.
I
Did
love it. It's
I
good
bet
shit.
you do? Did you want to get your charger? Do you have an
Yeah,
outlet?
if I go on my charger, then I'm gonna have to get off the mic.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay, hold on.
I can talk to Joni.
All right. Hi,
And
Johnny. How are you?
Joni, so you think that that's a spirit board? Yeah, the spirit board is a portal. It is, and like other things, there's portals. There's a lot of portals that you shouldn't even be messing with. But I don't know. I think that when you open the doors to these things, that's when you let things into your surroundings. I even think if you like when we do some of our shows, I get kind of nervous because we're talking about these things and I go, maybe I should say a prayer before we do the shows or spray some sage somewhere because I don't want to bring anything in here because there's a lot of people that feel that way. I don't know about you guys, but when I open my mind up to some things, it you can let anything in. I think you create your own destiny even by thinking of things. That reminds me of not next week's show, but the next week's show. We have a person on the show that's going to teach us how to manifest money. And I know a lot of people think about can manifest money. I've been trying to do this for years and I haven't gotten any, so I don't know. But it's worth the try, to try to manifest money. That would be awesome if it worked. A lot of, when I watch shows like movies, like why do I want to watch these movies that are terrifying me? It's like then I can't sleep at night. But there's so many things in this world that's paranormal. And when we were talking about the other haunted house. There's also the Broten School. I'm not sure if it's in South Park. I'm not sure. Broten, yeah, school. There's supposed to be a lot of haunted classrooms, starting with the elementary school, and it was built in 1929. So there's a lot of history. And then there's Carnegie Library of Homestead. I know that looks like it's haunted,
It
right,
is
Sean?
haunted.
Have you
Yeah,
been
can you hear
there?
me?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I've
Have you
been
been
there.
there?
Yeah. Yeah, my friend Drake Bowman, he is the founder of the Oakmont Paranormal Society.
Okay.
Every Halloween, he does a fundraiser for the
Oh, for
library.
Carnegie.
Yeah, we bring in people. He brings people in. Other different groups come in and they do like a investigation. And
Uh, Jean said, I tell my kids the church is the best kind of house to go to, and we move from that spirit onto the other spirits.
huh,
Hmm.
hmm,
Yeah. It looks like there's a lot of hauntings at Carnegie. They said that there's a lot. This is sometimes the rows of books become the books end up on the ground.
that that one the oh what I know that books over at the Carnegie Library in Carnegie is very haunted, and books fly off the shelves down there.
Yeah.
There's a library down in Brownsville, PA, which is another Carnegie Library. That is very, very haunted. We we actually have two um, heat signatures of two kids sitting on chairs when we talked about books and the books they read. Oh yeah,
Oh wow.
libraries and churches are the best place to do an investigation.
Well, the next one's Chatham University. I went to Chatham, and I can tell you one school that I know definitely is haunted, and they don't mention it here because I think that's in Greensburg. Um,
Chatham.
no, well, Chatham's mentioned in here, but I went to Seton Hill College. I
Okay.
Yeah, did you go there? You went to college in Brownsville. Okay, Kelly went there. Uh, Chat Seton Hill. Apparently, when I was going there, that somebody committed suicide. They jumped off the top balcony and they
Mm.
died. And yeah, Mark, Seton Hill. Yeah, that's haunted. Seton Hill's haunted. I mean, we would go there, and I tell you what, that definitely you could tell that it was haunted. And I wish somebody else that went there that, yeah, St. Vincent too is haunted. Yeah, these schools are haunted. I don't know why. Is it why would a student be haunting it? I don't know. Unless it's a teacher or professor that's haunting it. But I know when I would go to Seton Hill, I got some creepy feelings there.
Oh, I bet. Did somebody say St. Vincent's
Yeah, Saint Ben.
Latrobe?
Yeah, Saint Vincent is haunted.
Yeah, I think that's haunted by nuns.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I would like to know. Did you go to any of these schools? Any of them?
Not none of the universities. The only one was Point Park at the Playhouse, but no, that didn't really. We had a couple of times
Hmm.
that we had invitations to go up, but at the last minute was like canceled. So, no, never did.
Yeah, and then there's the Frick house. The mansion is haunted. The Frick really
Yeah,
knew
but
how to live, judging by it says by the East End mansion, but did not know how to die. Apparently, they don't want to leave. So the Frick mansion might be home to several ghosts, including the Frick's wife, Adeline, and their daughter Helen. In keeping up with the upper crust manners, they are said to be gentle spirits appearing within the haunted house. After all, who wouldn't want to stay to keep an eye on their beloved Pittsburgh mansion? Yes, it's beautiful.
it is
It's
gorgeous. Yeah, but
gorgeous.
I'd be afraid to walk through there.
Yeah, especially at night. It's like all these movies that are based in these mansions at night. You see the doors that they slowly creep in, and you see the
Mhm.
door open, and that it creeps me out. Those mansions. I don't know. I don't think I could live in an old house as much as I love them. I don't think I could actually. Jean said, "Right on the hill."
Right on the hill.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Is there?
Right.
There's a Okay, I went to St. Vincent and University of Pittsburgh for undergraduate studies, and I was at Seton Hill for the Right on the Hill in 1978. So I don't know what that means.
Oh, wow.
Right, there was a right on the hill, Gene. I don't. This thing is delayed, so I don't know. Then you have Dead Man's Hollow.
Yeah.
I've been to Dead Man's Hollow. That was the most creepiest place I've ever been to.
Yeah, that is on a bike trail down there in
So I
Boston.
go,
Eh,
there's no way I'm driving a bike on that.
why? It's a peaceful place. It's
I'm sure it
crazy.
is.
Um, if you get off by the ballpark, cross the bridge to the ballpark and park and you walk that bike trail,
Mhm,
honest to Pete, oh my God, it is really freaky scary. People have claimed to see miners or people who work there carrying lanterns. Okay.
mhm.
Um, I have seen a lot of shadow figures there, um, but they weren't demonic. They were just spirits.
The spirits.
Yeah.
So spirits won't hurt you. It's the other guys that'll hurt you.
Spirits can mess you up pretty bad
Oh,
too.
they can? I
Yeah.
thought they couldn't hurt living beings.
Oh yeah, they can. I
They
mean,
can?
think about it, right? When everybody mentions demons, and I'm being totally serious here,
Mhm.
Um, it's from watching all the shows and the TV stuff, but they don't realize that there are some really nasty ghosts. Think about it, right? If you were nasty when you were alive, you sure as hell
Yeah.
gonna be nasty when you're dead too.
Well, what if you weren't nasty when you were alive?
Then you're a nice ghost usually.
Okay, but doesn't it take a lot of energy to move things to hurt somebody?
Well, not really. I've been scratched, punched, kicked, bit.
Oh
Yeah,
my God. And
yeah.
you still
And
do it.
oh yeah, my God, why? Yeah, it's fun. It messes me up for about 3 days, but
It's fun. I'm gonna
hey,
get
my
beat up
boy
by a
Augie,
ghost.
you
That's
see
fun.
my boy Augie in there in the chat room?
No,
He,
I don't.
he's watching the show. He's in
How can you
Paranormal.
see? I don't see. I only see Jean. I see Jean. I see Jean. I don't see no one else. Unless I could go on my phone and see if I can see
Well,
any.
see,
No, Augie does that too.
Augie just like yeah, he does. He's in my group. Very good investigator. Very good.
I wonder why we don't see the
He
same
just
chat.
sent me a text saying he's watching the show, and I was like,
Well,
cool.
good. Want me to bring him on? I can bring him on.
If he wants to come on,
I want to see how. No, he's an investigator.
yeah, he's one of mine.
I'm gonna send him. I'm gonna send. I'm gonna put a link. Um, let me see if I can put it in your messenger,
Cool.
and then you can forward it to him.
If I get out of here, I'm gonna lose
You
you.
won't. You won't. You won't get out. I just did it now, so I won't. All you have to do is go back in. I'll just
All
send you
right.
another link. Okay, I sent you the link to send. You can forward that on to him
Okay, hold on.
because if you have another investigator, that would be cool.
All right, hold on.
Let me see. That's 3 people. So
I just sent it to Augie.
he should end up being over here. Unfortunately I can't make it any. I guess I have to be the big head of the big head. Well, if he gets in, he'll come on. In the meantime, if he doesn't, I'll send it back to 2. Okay, where was I? Okay, we were
Yeah,
talking to Dead Man's Hollow.
yeah. That's pretty creepy.
Yeah, it says interested in finding a giant mysterious creature that slithers through the forest, homicidal. Oh my, hungry. Head down to Dead Man's Hollow, a nature preserve just outside McKeesport, and you may be in luck. It has 400 acres of haunted land in what is that? Yeah, how do you say that river?
Yakagani, Yak,
Yakahani
Yak,
River. Yuck.
Yakagani.
Yakahani. I
Just
don't
say
even.
the Yak
I
River.
can't pronounce anything. That's one of my biggest problems.
But you know what? Let me tell you something about that area, okay? And I wanted to share this with our
Hmm.
viewers. Okay, a lot of people come up to me and ask, like, where's the most haunted area
Hmm.
in Pennsylvania? And the first thing they're going to say is Fort Necessity, that fort out there east, this for the Revolution, and then Gettysburg, okay? But in all my travels, the most haunted area in Pennsylvania is in the Mon City,
Mon
in
City.
Mon City, from Elizabeth all the way down to Denora, all those little Charleroi, Denora, all I mean, because they're on the Yacht now in Mon City. I can't say that word, Monongahela, whatever now.
Monongahela.
Yeah, that. Okay, Mon City. There is a creek back there. I want to say it's Pigeon Creek. I'm
Hmm.
not sure. But there was a massacre. There was a big ass fight between 2 Indian tribes down in that area. And we investigated a couple of houses down there, and it's pretty creepy down there. A lot,
Hmm.
really haunted. Um, wow. I just had a ghost come over me right now. This is
Oh yeah, what did he say?
no, he just felt his presence. I don't know who it could be. Could be a demon. Oh my.
Oh, crow. So is your friend not coming on? Because I'll just bring us
I
back to
don't think
2.
so, but
Okay,
that's okay.
I'll bring it
But he
back to 2.
But he's a good dude, man. He's a good investigator. All my people in my group are good investigators. They're the best. I'll put them up against any team, and we'll do it. But see, at one point in time with the different paranormal groups, okay, there was like I don't know, egos going on. One
Hmm.
wanted to be better than the other one and stuff like that. And you know what? It was child games back then. They wanted the who could get the best evidence, who could get
Hmm.
uh, this and that. And for me, I'd rather help people,
Yeah.
help other groups, but they just didn't want the help. And I'm just like, okay, I'll be on my own. But see, I have a very, very good group and we're well known. And, I'm not afraid to say that. People might
Hmm.
call me, an egotistical bastard, but you know what? I back my people up 100%. I'll back my group up and, you know, they can take it for what it's worth.
Well, okay, so you know the Oakmont one,
Yeah, yeah,
and
Drake. Oh man.
what's the other ones that you do that you work with?
Uh, uh, God, he's gonna kill me. I forget the name of his group.
Oh no.
Yeah, but no, we take him along with us. He's a very nice dude. In fact, I want to bring him on the show. Uh, he's a good dude. But basically, us and Oakmont, we're like two of the biggest groups in here. We've worked with a group out in Gettysburg a couple times,
Hmm.
and I enjoyed that. So it's great. It feels good that people contact me just to get some. This is what's happening at the house, and this is what their experiences. Can you like give us some uh, pointers or something like that? As
Hmm.
long as I can help other people, that's my whole main goal is to help people. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for these people that actually have. I don't. I know, like, I sometimes think that my home is haunted because
Probably is.
my sisters and my brother and my dad and
Probably is
the
haunted. Every go-
dogs and
every house has a ghost. Every
yeah.
house. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's a newer home.
No.
No.
Now, see, newer homes that are built on new plans, usually the ghosts that's around that in them houses on the new
Hmm.
plans are actually ghosts that were there before the houses were born.
So you were
Built.
telling me about you thought that my house was on a farm. I mean, it was before you
Yeah,
mentioned the farmland.
yeah, yeah. Oh, out where you're at, there's all farmland.
Hmm.
In fact, a guy that I know that I've been to his house a couple times. He has a brand new house, and it was built on farmland, and he has ghosts that
Okay,
are
so we're going back to like poltergeists because they were wasn't
no,
poltergeist the Indian
no poltergeist.
that
No,
that's supposed to be real.
they are
It,
real, but these are real ghosts, not poltergeists.
what,
Poltergeists are
okay,
little
well,
imp.
okay. What's the difference between a poltergeist and a ghost?
Poltergeist is like a little imp. Okay, it's
An
not
imp.
demonic. It's just like it's a little. It's a spirit that just drives people crazy. Okay.
An
I've
imp.
dealt with poltergeists. I don't want to deal with them because they're pain in the asses. And then there's spirits, you know.
Okay, that makes sense. Have you been to the jail, the Allegheny County Jail? Because that's supposed to be really haunted. I guess
No.
you really can't because there's people in there.
Well, about the jail, I actually did it. I'm in. I've been sober coming up on 30 years, and the only time I was in the jail was to speak to the prisoners, and so that was the way
Oh,
I
for
didn't.
alcoholism.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that
So
was
it's
nice that
like
you did that.
yeah, and again, trying, you know, if I can reach out and help somebody,
Mhm.
one person out of a group of 30, I'm happy I did my job. That was
Yeah, that's awesome.
mhm,
Yeah, so they said that's pretty haunted apparently.
it is. And you know what else is haunted?
Vengeful spirits.
Can you imagine? Yeah, you're in jail.
What
But there's another. jail up in the Armstrong County Jail. They actually have the old jail. They have the new jail, but they got the old one. And I would
Oh,
love to get into there. Yeah.
well, that's all they. Those are the most haunted. Well, I think Joni says that the house that she lived in Harrison City was haunted,
Harrison City has a lot of activity.
and so does Jean. Said we have an Indian woman in Cranberry in our home.
I
No,
believe it.
you said it. I know there's somebody. If she, I don't know if she's still on, a young woman that lives in by Bushy Run. That she said it was haunted. Her
Yes.
land that she lives on
Yes.
is pretty
Very.
haunted.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But again, it's haunted by the people who were settled there before all the houses were built.
Yeah, because my thing is with ghosts, why do they stick around?
Unfinished business. There's like I say there's three different reasons why they hang around. The first reason is because they really don't know they're dead if they die real quick. You know what I mean?
Oh
That's why
yeah.
Gettysburg is so haunted because them young kids died. Those young boys died up there, and
Mhm.
that was they were killed quick, and so that's where their spirit hangs out. They don't realize sometimes that they're dead. Okay. The second reason is unfinished business. Um, they died and they wanted to make sure stuff gets done. Um, don't ask me why, but a lot of them stay for that. The third one, say like me and you were married, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and we did everything together for 50 years, right?
Mhm.
And all of a sudden I die,
Mhm.
and you just feel helpless without me. You know what I mean? Sad. You know what I mean? Now, with me being a ghost, do you think I'm going to leave you in that state of mind?
No.
No, no, not at all. I would leave when you are okay with me being gone. But here's the number one reason here. This is crazy. Growing up, we were all taught if we committed a sin, we were going to hell.
Yeah.
So a lot of people who die, okay, the light opens up. Okay, they can go to the light when they die,
Mhm.
but it's only for a short amount of time. And a lot of people, when they die, are afraid to go to the light because they really think they're going to go to hell. That's why a lot of them walk away.
Oh, that's something to think of.
Yeah,
Um, Jean said the state hospital in Weston, West Virginia is haunted, and Johnny said my dad died and didn't know he was dead.
I believe it. It's true. You know,
It's kind of sad if you think about it.
it is. It is. But all you can do is just like pray for the people. Oh man, there's a party going on 2 houses up, and they're loud.
Are they making noise?
Oh yeah, they're uh, neighbors. This is a quiet neighborhood where I live. Yeah, so all getting drunk and high up there.
Oh, great, great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the wait, somebody's trying to get there he is.
Augie,
Yeah.
Hey,
hey
Sean.
Aug, hey buddy.
How you doing?
All right, pal. I want to meet Jenny.
Hi. Nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So you're
Go
an
ahead.
investigator
Go.
with Sean?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you should give us some stories then.
I don't have that many stories.
Huh?
I remember the first investigation I went on. I think it was 2018. I don't know, Sean. You remember that schoolhouse we went to in Hopewell at the bottom
Yeah,
of the hill?
yeah. That was creepy.
That was that was my first investigation, and wow, yeah.
Well, tell me about it because I want to hear. I'm
um,
sure everybody else wants to hear, huh, Johnny, Jean, and Mark, and
um,
who else?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, we went. I mean,
It
Sean.
was down in that basement.
Well, me and Roy went down into the basement, if you remember.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's where I had my. It's because we were down there with the camera, and it was July or August. It was hot. I mean, we were just dripping sweat off of us, and I'm taking pictures with Roy. And I remember I stepped somewhere in that basement, and you could see my breath, and I turned ice cold.
Oh, really? It's because the spirit was there. That's why you could see your breath because it was so cold.
Yeah, exactly. Because Roy was like, "Stop!" I'm like, "What?" And you could just see my breath come out. I mean, it was like I said, we were all sweating, and I had goosebumps everywhere. That was my first experience, and hooked after that.
Yeah. Did anything else happen? Just the cold. You see that on, shows and documentaries and like ghosts, UFO hunters, and that you said that the cold breath comes out every time there's a spirit. It gets drops like 20 degrees.
Yeah, it was just like that. It was just
Yeah.
hot, and then sweating, and then all of a sudden I was and it was just it was freaky. Yeah. Man, me and Roy got some. I think we did. We get some pretty good photographs, and we got some orbs.
Orbs.
And I could, and I was, since it was my first investigation, I was very, very quiet. I didn't say much, but it was like I'm listening to Sean. He's talking. We're outside, and I go to my buddy Roy. I go, Roy, I can see something out of the corner of my eye, like it's fleeting in the trees. But when you turn, it's gone, and that.
It's
I
like your
can't
peripheral vision. You can see like a little
exactly.
bit, and it's gone.
Exactly. And
And
I
this
was kind
was in the
of,
trees.
yep. Yep. It was definitely an eye opening experience, and I enjoyed it. And that's why I'm still with Sean.
And that's your first time. How long have you been with Sean?
I think it was 2018. I
Yep.
joined.
2018, buddy.
What was it? Was that when we went down there?
Yeah, 2018.
Okay.
2018.
Yeah.
And how many investigations have you been on?
About a half dozen, maybe closer to 10. But last year was a bad year for me, and this year hasn't been well. We haven't been doing that much. So
Yeah, for everybody, huh? It sucks.
yeah.
At least you've been doing. Have you been out with Sean recently?
We went to Greensburg, right?
Yeah, we were in Greensburg.
Yeah, can you talk about that one yet? You said you couldn't talk about it. Can you give us a little? Nothing.
We're not
Nothing.
allowed. No, we
Sorry,
were.
Sean. Yeah, I forgot we
Well,
weren't.
can
Yeah.
you just talk about without talking about where it is?
Nah, nah. We promised the lady.
Okay, no. Is this something that is it legit?
Yeah.
Was it scary?
Nah,
Yeah.
nah. We're seasoned, so it wasn't scary.
I mean, it wasn't like it scared her. And
Oh
you,
yeah, absolutely. It
well, you
was a good
said
one though, Augie, right?
I'm sorry.
It was a good one, wasn't it, brother?
It was. It was. I mean, not much. I mean, me and Roy didn't catch much as in evidence,
no,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have much. No,
but it was definitely something there. Just
you could
but
feel something there.
yeah, it just wasn't jumping out at us.
So, how many of you have gone in the last? Let's say, okay, you saw the one in Greens, but was there one before that too?
Well, I'm
That was
trying.
the one over in '84. Remember, we went to that
Oh, the
house.
one. Yeah, that's right. That's what I was trying to
No, how
remember.
was that one?
That was good.
No, what did you see there?
That that was the Indian one, right? Wasn't it,
Yeah,
Sean?
that
An
was the
Indian.
Indian one.
You
Yep.
saw an Indian?
No, it was.
Indian land. No.
Yeah, it wasn't the lady said there was. That they were Indians, like going in and out of the woods. I can't remember all the
And
details.
where was this one?
What's that?
Where was this one?
In '84, PA.
Where's 84 PA?
Down by
Washington.
Houston, PA, Bentleyville.
Jean said the sheriffs in Beaver County have spirits that assist him in the house. We need to get rid of them. He picks up people on the road. He's driving dead people around. He doesn't realize until the day after we meet somebody else in dimensions and encounter and said, "Oh yeah, that was my aunt. She's been dead for 40 years." Do they get any audio? Do they hear any voices with any of the technology that they use for their investigation?
Absolutely.
Everything they talk about is south. What does that
So,
mean?
South, Bentleyville, Houston, PA,
Uh,
Meadow.
oh, right, yeah, by Washington, PA. Right, correct.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. It seems like you don't have too many up this because you've only been up this way for a little bit. Is that right? Up in
Lately,
Great.
we've been well, not Og, but I have been up
Hmm.
in your area for like 3 or 4 times already.
And 3 or 4 times, is there anything that unusual that's any different? Like, is it worth? Do you think they're haunted
Oh
or
yeah,
they're?
absolutely, absolutely, they're
And
haunted.
what do you do for them? What do you do for them? Like, how do you? Okay, you do the investigation. Then what do you tell them?
Well, we usually get all the information together, get all the evidence together, and I'll take it up and I'll show them what they got, or else we'll show them that night what we got.
Hmm.
Then we sit down and explain to them what I think is there, or
Hmm.
it's not. I'm I take responsible for the group when I talk to the client, but I like
Hmm.
to get what other people in my group, like Augie, Roy, Russ, Jan, whoever, is there that night, and get their point of view on what they felt, and we put it all together. Then we present it.
No, do you bring sage with you? Do you sage?
No,
No,
no. See, that's one of my number one rules.
no sage.
If you do, I you don't do no ceremonies or sage or
No,
burn
it's
sage.
not like
No.
it's not like on Ghost Hunt. There was one. I can't remember. They would have there's like medium would go with them, and then they
Uh,
had the ghost people like you, and the medium would do like a ceremony. You don't do that.
oh no, I won't permit it. I mean,
No, why
see,
won't you permit it?
because people might not like the ceremony that that person is performing.
Okay.
It might infringe on what they believe in. So if they want to sage themselves or do a ceremony before they go to the investigation, that's
Mhm.
cool as hell. But
Mhm.
don't do it right on the investigation.
Jean said that's the difference between clarion spirits and hanging out with spirits.
Basically. Well, a
Well,
lot of like Russ and Jan, they sage each other. They
they
sage.
do
Yeah, but that's just for protection for them.
for
They
them.
believe they believe in that sage. That sage
Yeah,
protects.
I believe in it too because the
I
Indians
don't.
have used it for years. Why would
I don't. I
you
don't.
don't
No.
do you believe, Sean, that sometimes the staging can bring them out or
Well,
pisses them
actually,
off?
pisses them off,
Pisses
and
them
then
off.
they'll go away for a couple of days. Okay, because they know what you are doing. You're getting rid of them, and you piss them off. Okay, and then all of a sudden, a couple of days when all that energy from the sages, they come back with a vengeance.
Hmm.
All right, Augie.
You are.
Yep.
Yeah, you believe it. No, when you watch on, I know we had this conversation before when we had your group on, and you said like some of them think that the media and the movies portray it as something more worse than it is. Well, like on the some like on evil, okay, that there's some things that actually antagonizes them. Now, like if you carry a cross with you, if it's demonic, is it going to go crazy and it's going to start throwing crosses upside down and starts if you throw holy water, it's gonna
You know what, Augie? I'll let you answer that one. Sir. All
I
right.
can't answer that one, Sean.
well, Gene said
I have
oil,
not seen
salt,
that part.
holy water, and smoke. Do you have intercessions? You're not there alone. You got spiritual guidance. And Joni said, after you confirmed their client's concerns, oh, do you advise them to what to do? That's a good question.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Okay, if I have a haunting here and you just came and what do you advise me to do?
Well, first question I'll come out of you is, do you want it gone?
Yeah, I want it gone.
And then I will get rid of it.
Well, how do you get rid? How do you get rid of it?
That
Johnny wants to
that
know.
Johnny wants to know. Well, that no, people are going to run away. I tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I'll do. Augie, take that question on what I do. Okay.
Okay,
I don't
Augie,
want to be.
take that question.
Well, I mean, the last time we all sat in a room. It was, and he said, everyone be quiet. And he just went into his deep breathing, and it was like, it was like a wave of calmness that came over all of us. I mean, that was like the first time I think did that with you, Sean.
So you do
that
like a meditative state. You get in there and you
Yeah,
channel.
I go into a meditating state. And when I go into that meditation state, I leave my body. And when I leave my body, okay, I'm out there and I'm looking for the spirit. Okay. And I help them cross over into the light or get rid of the house, get out of the house or whatever. My angels come down, they snatch them up and they take them. But when I come out of it, that the only spirit that I took care of, the only spirit that I took care of was the one that was bothering them that they wanted to leave. I do tell them, I say, you know what, he might be gone, but there's more going to pop in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, did you ever have to tell somebody they had to you should leave?
No.
No, it's never been that bad.
No, I'd never kick somebody out of the house. Tell them to leave. No, that's
no. I don't mean you telling them. Do you did you ever have to recommend Alexa stop?
That's the ghost of Alexa.
She just shut up.
No,
never that bad. You had to tell them to leave.
No, it's not. That's totally up to them. I can make a suggestion, but that's about it. That's on them. But I usually frown upon people leaving their house because that's their house, and you know what? They need to stick up for their house and say, hey, y'all lived here at one time. This is my house now, and you need to go.
Yeah. There used to be this one. They actually have a haunted house that they do at Halloween. That's really haunted. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
There's 3 or 4 of them. Are you talking the one down there? Oh shit, that's in Washington, PA too. Sits up on the hill.
I'm not sure. There was it was on one of them shows around here. It was Pittsburgh. You remember the ones that you don't like? I think it was Taps. I don't know if it was Taps or not. That they had they went there and they said that it was actually, they make it a haunted house, but it's actually haunted.
There's like 2 or 3 of them out there. I know the one down there in I don't know if it's Canonsburg, but I know it's down 79 South, and it's a haunted house, and they use it to scare people. But
yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. It really is haunted.
Yeah, something about like 8 guys were trying to find gold down there or something. And some guy just went off and killed a lot of people down there. But yeah, some of them are haunted. That one is definitely haunted. I did investigate that one.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. But how long did you want to we're getting into almost 20 till. Did you want to?
I'm on vacation, honey.
You can stay up all night, dude.
Yeah. Hey, Augie, you going down with us tomorrow?
I'm not. I got to work, Sean.
Oh, man. I'm on vacation, buddy. No.
I know.
We'll get you down there.
Too, but yeah. Yeah.
Is Roy going?
I figured you guys were going to. That I don't know. I was actually supposed to call him, and then you guys invited me. I'm sure he's.
So how many people are going down?
12.
12. We doing a convoy.
Oh, we'll all meet down there. I mean, it's like, oh yeah, it's going to be fun. We have a lot of fun, don't we, Og?
It's about 2.
With the investigation.
Oh, we do. It definitely.
Yeah. So you actually do
it's serious times, but we do have.
You're doing an investigation in Ohio, right?
West Virginia.
West Virginia, and then from West Virginia, you're going to another one in North Carolina, or is that just a trip, just to go?
That's my trip to go gold prospecting.
Okay, and they're going gold They going with you?
No, just me or Russ, Jan.
Okay, so you're going to Ohio for an actual investigation.
West Virginia. West Virginia.
I
What's
mean,
in that
I
water you're
don't know
talking about?
why do I keep
What's
saying
in that
Ohio?
water? What's in that water?
There's
You're
just
drinking.
water. I want this just like no. Why do I keep saying Ohio?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
No, we'll go into West Virginia, but down at this place where we're going in North Carolina, they have not a covered bridge, but a bridge that crosses their river that they call it, but it's actually a creek. It's so small, but they call it a river. And we were down there last year, and I'm telling you what, I'm investigating that bridge because it seemed, and I felt
It's a bridge you're investigating.
It's a little bridge. No, I'm going to go prospect and go in the daytime, go prospecting ghosts at night.
I'm trying to think. There's a show on TV. It's about a bridge that's haunted. I can't remember. So how do they think
There's many bridges that are haunted.
Well, how are they haunted?
Because either the ghost that died on there, the one up there up by Moraine State Park, that covered bridge down there by that the mill. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, which one you mean?
Yeah.
By the
down
mill.
There.
Yeah, is it McConnell's Mill?
McConnell's Mill, yeah. That covered bridge, you can
Somebody died on the bridge?
Yeah, you can actually, there were 2 deaths on that bridge, I do believe. One was with a car accident, and another one was back when they had the horse and buggies back then.
Oh, wow. Going all the way back then.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, that should be exciting. So you're going to take video, right?
I'll do some videos before the investigation, and I'll do some videos during
Yeah, I want to see them. We'll put them up on our Facebook page.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be. Now, do you use a night vision camera?
Oh, yes. We have night vision, IRs. What's the camera that what's his name got just recently? Did you see it on Facebook on her?
Jason
chat?
just bought a yeah. I saw it on Messenger. Yeah, he was some kind of IR camera.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be but it's supposed to be what most investigators use or something like that.
No, do you use
those? He's got his new toys, I think.
Do you guys use the spirit boxes? I want one.
Russ does.
I want
one. I
one.
don't like them. They're too loud.
What do you mean they're too loud?
There's a lot of static.
Oh, static. You don't hear.
Yeah.
Did you ever get anything on one?
Oh yeah. Don't get me wrong. What it is a small trans radio.
Yeah, like an AM.
And what you got AM, FM, and what you do is you can reverse it, and then you ask a question, and then up comes an answer.
Mm-hmm. How's that different than just a regular like white noise?
It's about the same.
About the same.
Yeah. White noise, and I heard there's a lot more noises out there. Brown noise, pink noise.
Oh, what the heck?
Trust me, I don't understand it.
Remember that EVP? I wanted to give you. I have the clip. I can't figure out how to send it to you. The most recent EVP. You're going straight to hell.
Oh yeah, Augie. Yeah, we did a show, buddy.
That's what he said.
This damn spirit said in an EVP, brother. He says, "I'm going to hell."
Yeah, she goes.
So cool.
Joyce Keller goes to Sean. She goes, "And what are your plans, Sean?" And then the voice said, "You're going straight to hell."
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it freaked me out. Me and my sons, they got that. They put it through this one program that I have. It slowed it down, and it really says, "You're going straight to hell." It's so scary.
Man.
Wow.
That's the second one.
You tell them you're driving the bus.
That's the second one we caught. It's weird.
You're just conjuring them all, Sean.
We didn't get any in this one. So it's like, I guess it was maybe because Joyce was a medium. You're a medium. And that just brought it out. And then the first one, John Ventry is talking about demons. So that one, what did he say? What did it say? Go leave me, leave. or something. Go away. Go
Go
away.
away. Go away.
But like this. Go away.
Honest to God,
No.
Augie, we're on a radio show here. We're doing a radio show, and we're getting EVPs off the radios, brother. It's creepy, especially with me
Wow.
going to hell. Do
That-
any of my viewers, our
that is
viewers
creepy.
out there? Yeah.
Go
See,
away. Go away.
Glenn, ask everybody if I'm going to go to hell. See what
You want me
they
to
have to
ask them?
say. Yeah, ask our customer group.
Sean wants to know, is he going to hell? An attachment, maybe? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could play it. I think I can play it. Let me see. I can play the one. Let me see. I mean, I can play the one. Wait a minute. That was crazy, huh? Wait, let me find it.
But we get a lot of crazy EVPs. I could tell
Telling
you
you,
a
we
story.
driving the
about
bus,
that.
Sean.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, which one was it? Could you remember the date on that? Was it was July 30th? Was it that day? Let me see if this is it. My stupid dog's barking.
He's barking at a ghost.
Here.
Other than that demonic attack after the first conference, but
Can you hear that?
later on,
Yeah.
when I became state director, is when I got sucked in because of the TV shows. Oh yeah, we all did.
And he comes coming right now.
Producer, I see Celeste. Does she have a question for John? Not sure. I guess she does, but yes, she does.
Did you hear it?
Hi, Celeste. Do you have a question
Yeah.
for John?
Did you hear it? Augie?
Did you hear
Oh yeah, I heard it.
Go
it?
away.
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh
Hope
yeah.
you guys can hear me. I'm breaking up really bad here.
Joni,
Yeah,
did
no,
you hear
I
it?
hear you
Did
good,
you
buddy.
hear it? Are
We
you
hear you good.
answering? Joni, are you asking? Are you answering? Is Sean going to hell, or are you asking? No, I can't hear it. I don't know which one she's saying. No.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, the other
Well,
one. I wish I could probably play that other one too. Let me see if I can pull it up. It was on Spotify. Oh my God, here we go. I have to get the right time. Wait a minute. Okay, Chasing
was around
Prophet.
the 1825 mark.
Yeah, I gotta find who was it? That was with Joyce, right? Joyce. Okay, which one? Okay, we caught another. Okay, that's John. Okay, here's Joyce. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna turn it way down because I don't want you to have to hear all that. Wait. Okay, let's see. How do I get this? I'm playing it. Okay, go here. 18. Okay, I have to go all the way to 8. What did we say it was? 30, 32.
30, 32, something like 30.
32. Okay, I'm going to turn the volume. I'm at 30. Right.
So I know.
You said 30,
now I know
32.
that this is my path, and
Wait a minute.
every time I try to steer away off the path, okay. Are you,
Okay, it's coming up.
How are you
Oh, I
using
just
this?
messed it up.
Are you going to make a movie, like the TV movie?
Wait. Shoot. 30, 32.
Paranormal Rescue Doing Show?
Yeah.
Because I see a movie around you, like a TV show also. I see it.
Okay, it's at 30, 22. Wait.
How are you using this?
She's going to ask you what your plans are.
TV movie, with the Paranormal Rescue Doing Show?
I think I did it wrong. What was it?
A TV show also. I see.
No, I went too far.
Well,
Okay, here it comes.
Next to number one, I'm thinking, come on, Dad. And then I could see an invisible hand go like this. And he plunged it over into the number one.
Okay, it's coming up.
The croupier said, I never saw that before. And she gave me a lot of money.
Wow. God bless you. God bless you.
Then my husband, thank you. My husband said to me, do that again. And I said, no,
It's at
I don't
26.
think so. He said, come on, give me some money. So I
27.
gave him, with $5, and of course it didn't work. So I lost $5 for nothing. So for people who say, Joyce, why don't you gamble? I don't.
I don't want to miss it because it's really loud.
People who win money are told about it in dreams. Now, have either one of you ever gambled successfully?
Nope.
Neither one of you. Gambling is something.
No, I was a compulsive gambler at one time. I used to go to the dog track down in Florida all the time. Orange Park, St. Augustine.
I don't want to fast forward it because we're
I am
almost
not.
to the 30,
And
32.
it's like
Okay.
I lost But
You want me to hang up?
and I always say to myself, what if instead of gambling, if I would have saved that money, where would I
Yes.
be?
What if
today?
you would have saved that
Richard.
money?
Yeah.
Absolutely, And before I came on, you were talking about the Warrens, Ed and Lorraine,
Uh-huh.
and about haunted property. Have either one of you ever gone to a haunted house, or would you go there?
Sean does.
I do all the time. I'm a paranormal investigator. I'm the founder of the Pittsburgh Paranormal Society.
Yay!
Been in the business for over 30 years.
Wow. So do you go in with equipment? Do you go in with, because you're very psychic, both of you. But Sean, what do you do?
Okay, it's coming
Well,
up.
what I do is I have a team, and I send them in, and we set up the cameras. But first of all, before I do anything, I sit down with the client and we talk. And as I'm talking to the person, I get the feeling of whatever's going in or out, what's happening inside or around them. And it might be for a half hour or so, and then I'll just have my team go out. I have the best paranormal team out there in the United States. In fact, the world.
In the world, you
And
hear?
they're very good at what they do. And basically, I let them do the investigation, and I clear spirits from houses. I help
Okay,
them
we have
cross
30
into the light.
a minute.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
I work with angels. I work with Uriel. He's my main angel, and I work with a bunch of other angels, and I enjoy it. And it's funny because whenever I started to proceed to doing this, okay, I was wondering, I'm a freak. I always called myself a freak because
No, you're not.
I know that now, but at the beginning when all this stuff was happening,
Then it's gonna.
I'm like,
yeah,
why
it's
me?
gonna
Why
come.
me? Why me? Until one day
There it
I
goes.
sat down and God just slapped me upside the head and he said, this is what I want you to do. And so I know now I
coming
know
up.
that this is my path. And every time I try to steer away off the path, okay, God smacks me right back on the path again, and I do what I have to do.
There you go. So what's
Yeah.
your plan? Are you how are you using
Did you
this?
hear it?
Are you
Did you
doing
hear
a
it all?
movie?
Did you hear it?
I heard it. Go to hell.
Go to hell. So it says because when it slows, it sounds like go to hell, but when you slow it down, it goes, you're going straight to hell. I have to send you that because that's what's okay. Raphael, our angel, of course, Michael. Yeah, Michael will protect you, Sean.
Yep.
So that's two. But that was the last ones we heard, so that's good because I don't want to
That's
hear
crazy.
it anymore.
Well, I'll tell you one story about EVPs. Up in Monroeville, this guy is married to this nurse, right? And so she was at work, and as he's pulling out of the driveway, he gets a phone call from his house. And he was like all confused because there's nobody in the house to call his number. And so what happened was he answered it, and on the person said, or the spirit said, kill the nurse, meaning
God.
kill the wife. Oh, this is a true story.
I believe you.
So-
That's scary.
So me and my ex-girlfriend, we went up there, and we did a walkthrough, and the girl was holding a glass of wine. Honest to God, with my own eyes, I saw that glass get smacked out of her hand.
Oh my
Honest
God.
to people. So after I'm talking to the guy, Doreen gets out and she says, "You got to hear this. You got to hear this. You got to hear it." Well, Doreen was very good at doing EVPs, and you can hear her say, she played it back, and it said, she asked the question, "How old are you?" And he goes, 93. Guy heard that. His dad died at 93. That was his dad's voice.
Oh wow.
And his dad hated his wife.
That's scary.
Oh, it was that was creepy.
Yeah,
And then we investigated that house, and we're coming up the steps. Val could vouch for this one. They had a cross hanging, okay, with the nails down like this, you know. It literally came off that nail and fell off the ground, fell on the ground.
Wow, I don't like that kind of stuff. That's scary. Those EVPs, that's amazing. I mean, I heard it and you heard it, and so did everybody else here. Hi, Amanda. She's back. Amanda's back. The Mando came. You went to see Amanda? Amanda, remember Amanda?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on the chat. She said she's
Hey,
back.
Amanda, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, there's it's kind of those EVPs. I'd like to get a spirit box. I would like to hear I would like to see if I can catch something on it. I'll have to try it.
I would rather, honestly, a spirit box. That noise would drive you crazy. I would just get a regular digital voice recorder and do EVPs.
What do you mean? Just record? Just
Yeah. You
like
know,
on my
little,
right on here on my cell phone, my
you can do it on
iPhone.
a cell phone. People have picked up EVPs on cell phones.
So what do I do? Just at night, just turn it on.
Yeah, turn on your what the hell do you know when you're recording something, turn your recording on and then if you want to ask questions, then you might get an answer.
Maybe
But I
a
have
question I don't want an answer to, something I don't want to know. Oh,
Sounds like we need to ask her on an investigation, Sean.
she won't go.
I didn't say I wouldn't go.
Oh.
I have a problem. I have them piggyback on me. That's the problem. Then I get sick.
That would never happen when you're on investigation with me.
Really?
Yes. And Augie can.
Ever since I went to Bushy Run, that when that piggybacked, and I got so sick. So sick.
Nah, Augie will tell you. None of my people when they go on investigations. Hog.
Well, Faith, it happened to her. She got smacked or something. When Faith
Sean
went on that one.
Yeah, he always clears us at the end of the investigation.
I just don't want to bring something home.
It'll never happen. I guarantee it.
Okay, I trust you. I trust you. I definitely will. I mean, I like to go around Halloween for some reason. I don't know what it is. I guess it's the witch in me. Get my broom out, and just starts flying around. Now it'd be really cool if it was on a full moon.
It don't matter if it was a full moon or not a full moon or no moon at all. And every day, anytime you go investigate, it's a good time.
Well, I went to when I was younger, I went to Mount Carmel Cemetery at night.
Yeah, that's creepy out there.
That was really creepy.
Yeah,
and I always thought that was where the Dawn of the Dead was, Night of the Living Dead was filmed. That it wasn't.
Livermore
was it?
Livermore Cemetery.
I always thought it was. Yeah.
But you know what? Let me tell you. I want to share about cemeteries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I enjoy going to cemeteries and investigating, and the reason why I do is I think of the ghosts, the spirits that are there hanging out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So say like you've been dead for 100 years, okay, and no one comes visit you no more, okay.
What's so sad?
And so, okay, I'm that 100-year-old ghost, and all of a sudden I see people coming out on the cemetery, taking pictures and weird lights and stuff like that, and then I realize, oh my gosh, this guy understands what I'm saying, okay.
Oh yeah.
So they're the first ones to come up and start talking to you because they have nobody to talk to except the other spirits that are there. So I love cemeteries. I mean, it's not like something like bogus or like I want to go out and do cemeteries and, get a thrill out of it. I don't. I usually go investigate cemeteries so I can actually talk to the spirits that are there.
Don't you like to just go and read the tombstones? I did that for a while with my son. I'd probably creep people out, but I would take him to the cemetery and we would read the old, like going way back to 1600s,
Oh yeah, I mean, no doubt. I like to look at
Mhm.
the stones, but I tell you what, when you investigate a cemetery, and if anybody that's listening now that goes to a cemetery, here's the deal: you do not take a picture of the stone with the name
Why?
on it. You have to take the back because you can definitely get sued. 'Cause
What?
yeah, you can
You
get sued
can't
for
take a picture with their name on it?
no, because say like I'm investigating and I took a picture, it said John Doe died here. Okay, then all of a sudden John Doe's standing in my picture. Okay, now if I decided to put that on the internet, John Doe's family sees it, they're going to come at me and sue me.
Really?
Yes,
I
so
never
that's
thought,
why,
well, they're dead. Why would they?
trust me, families are, it's a place
I
of
take
refuge.
pictures of my family's tombstone. People think
Well,
I'm
that's not a
creepy.
problem.
I know
Well,
they think
no,
that's creepy. I don't know. I like to take pictures of my.
no. I mean, it's like it's an unwritten rule in paranormal
I'll
investigation.
remember that. I won't be
Yeah,
taking no pictures of somebody.
you have to take
There's
it from behind. Yeah, don't get the pictures. Don't get the names on your pictures.
what's the sense of taking a
Mm.
picture of a tombstone without a name?
And you got a ghost there. What are you going to do with that picture?
I'd like to see a tombstone with a ghost.
Well, I
I've never
showed you
seen.
one that one time. Did I showed you that picture?
Oh, that's right, you did. Okay. I'm sorry, I have early dementia. I
I'm
can't
telling
remember
I'm
yesterday.
telling you what. It's something in that water in Greensboro. There's something in
Well,
that
this
water
is
up there.
classic lemonade. This is, sparkling ice. It's my
Okay,
favorite.
tons
I'm
of
not really
sugar.
crazy about the lemonade, but I like the pineapple coconut one.
I don't like none of that crap.
No,
Give
I
me
like it.
give me unsweetened iced tea. That's what I like.
I don't eat sugar. I do keto.
Oh, keto. I'm sorry, I forgot
That's
about
why I'm so alert at this hour now.
that.
If I had sugar, I would be sleeping right now. I can't. And I found out that if you do that, if you eliminate all the sugar and wheat from your diet, you are more insightful and more psychic.
Hmm.
It was
Hmm.
funny. And I'm not kidding you. Listen to this. I'm at Target this evening and I'm thinking of a present to give my daughter in law for her birthday next week. And I'm thinking, what would Kelly want? I picked up a thing of rainbow sherbet when I was right after I thought that because I said I couldn't think of anything to get her, but I just said something tells me to get rainbow sherbet from my mother. Well, as soon as I did that, went through the checkout line, I get a text, a family chat, and said, "I want some. Pick up some rainbow sherbet to her husband." We're in a family chat, and he's, "Oh my god, that is so wild!" Because
Wow.
I was thinking about her. What should I get Kelly? And she said rainbow sherbet.
Well, there you go.
Oh, that was wild. That was crazy. And I got the, it's in the, I told her, I said, "You want some rainbow sherbet? You can come over and get some."
You know
Yeah.
what? Always remember, everything happens for a
Oh,
reason.
definitely.
There's no such thing as coincidences.
Oh, I hear you. I believe it, especially nowadays, I believe it. So many
Mhm.
just like all those conspiracies that we're dealing with, and talking about, especially last when was that, Thursday or whenever it was last week?
Mhm.
So much stuff that he was talking about, like all the cabal and the deep state, and then they were talking about, just all the crazy stuff with coronavirus and stuff, and then
Mhm.
you start thinking about it, the more you think about it, the worse it gets,
Right,
and,
because I try not to think of that crap.
oh my god. It's like I don't wanna talk about it, so I try not to talk about it. I turn off the
No,
news now. I turn off the news, I don't wanna talk about it, I don't wanna see the news. I just what are you talking
I
what are you
just,
talking
you know
about?
what? I just shake my head. I'm like, you know, I don't want to hear it because it brings a lot of people down,
Oh,
and it's
yeah,
not
that's why you
cool.
turn off
No,
the news. Yeah, it turns off the news. But, no, seriously, going back to diet, I
Mm.
truly believe I've been doing no sugar, no wheat for, 2.5 it'll be was it 2.5 years? It'll be 2.5 no, 2 years in November. And I can go because I do the fasting too, and I go all day, like, I went all day till 3 o'clock, and then I call it collagen coffee, and it clears my mind, and I can think better, and I can pray better, and I'm more psychic. You know, Sean, all these little messages that we've been doing on
Yeah.
Messenger. I'm really psychic. I mean, I'm like, oh my God, you know, psychic. And I said, I should have a psychic booth. I can give you, I can tell you your future. I
Give me
can
a
tell you.
reading. Give me a reading
Definitely
right now. Give me a reading
give you.
right.
Okay, you're
Give me a
gonna.
reading.
Don't put
Give
me
me a
on the
reading
spot.
right now. Come on.
Okay, you're gonna definitely find gold in North Carolina, and you're gonna share it with me. Okay. Yeah, I can't put me on the spot. No, seriously. If I did your cards, because I do, like I don't do them. I currently play with the cards. Okay, I don't call it like, oh, I'm reading you, but I could do your palm. I definitely can do your palm.
Mhm.
I was working as a hairdresser back in oh my God, we're talking 20 years ago. In Forest Hills, it was a Bowerks. I was a hairdresser for 25 years. Yeah. And it was like Monday. It was a rainy Monday, and I was doing cards. I mean, not cards. I was doing palm readings. And my manager goes, "Oh, please do mine." And so I said, "Okay, I'll do yours." So I'm doing her palm, and I looked at her I got really sad, and I said, "I don't see any children here." And she started to cry. And I said, "Why are you crying?" She said, "Because I can't have any."
Hmm.
I felt so bad.
Oh,
She had a hysterectomy or something when she was a young. She had like cancer.
Mhm.
I felt so bad, and that's when I said, "Okay, I'm gonna start doing this." And I can do palms better than I can do cards.
Okay.
I can do your palms really good, and I'm really accurate. Yes, it's kind of creepy. Like
Hmm.
I said, I like doing the angel cards, but you know, every time I look at the cards, I find that if you memorize it, it just doesn't I don't know, you have to memorize it. I just look at the cards and okay, this is what I'm gonna tell you, you know, but
And that's how you do a reading, because if you look at the majority of all your tarot decks, all them decks out there, they all have the same definition of each card,
yeah,
except um
I don't like the
the
tarot
animal.
cards.
Except hold on. I use animal totem cards,
Oh, I never heard of that
and
one.
oh, they're awesome. And the animal totem ones, I read people with animal totems because you look at the animal, and and you can actually see the animal in that person, like owls and mice and
What kind of animal do
stuff.
you see in me?
You know what I see? I see a beaver in front of you, man.
A
'Cause
beaver.
you're just like busy, and then you also have the mouse around you.
Thanks. I
Okay.
look like I'm a rodent.
Well, the reason being because you make the mountain out of a molehill. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
You know what I mean? And Augie, man, he's got the line behind him.
I got a rodent and you got a lion.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Well, I'm just this is what I call is what I see in them, and but I love the animal cards because they're totally different from any other tarot deck there is. I don't like reading tarot at all.
No, I don't like them. They give me the creeps.
You know what? In fact, I'll tell you what, and it was always taught to me that, you know, from a very good reader, she said, if you're going to work for people like the Pittsburgh police, and I have done that, they
Huh?
said, you can't use a tarot deck. You have to call it right as you see it. It's like you can never doubt. And I tell people who want to learn how to do psychic work is never, ever, ever doubt what you see, hear, or feel. The reason being, you might as well just throw it out the door because you're going to be second guessing yourself, and then you're going to get all confused. I mean, if you see a person there and they're like going to hit the $1 million, you tell them, you can say, oh, you're going to hit the $1 million or whatever. You call it as you see it. You don't hold back. You have to learn to just come out and straight out and say what you feel.
Hmm.
And then trust me, it took me a good 4 or 5 years to understand because I always doubted myself. And but it just got one day I just read somebody and I just called it as I seen it, and then went from there. And I'll tell you the story real quick on that. Um, I was working with 7 readers, and we'd go up and down 79 to different towns. So we
Mhm.
were in Washington, PA. And all these readers have like all this decoration shit on their table and stuff like that, to make them look mystic,
Like
right?
me.
But here's the deal. I'm plain. I do psychometry too. And with the psychometry. So I saw this girl sitting out there in the waiting room. Okay. And I was reading somebody and I just saw her sitting there and she let somebody pass, go before her. And I knew she wanted to come see me. So before she sat down, I said, "You better take that wedding ring out of your purse, put it on your finger, because you have a habit of losing things." Took the ring out of her out of her purse, put it on her finger, put $20 on the table, and left. You know what I mean? So it's just that you have to trust. You have to trust what you feel in what you
Mhm.
see into a person, but you can never, ever, ever, ever. If you see somebody dying, you just keep that to yourself or death because you're not
Gone.
God. You're not
Oh God, I
not God.
not to interrupt you, but when you said that reminds me of my son. He went to a psychic, and she told him he was going to get cancer.
Hmm.
I mean, he was a young man.
You
He
can't
went and
do that.
had all these tests done. I mean, one after the other. I was like, "Why?"
And
I was so mad, Sean. I
yep,
emailed her and I told her,
yep.
"You psychic to psychic, medium to medium, whatever you want to call it. You do not do that,
No, you don't.
especially to someone
You have no
young."
right. You have. I mean that. And here's another tip from going to see a psychic. The minute you sit down and she asks you a question, get up and go, because a very good person, a good con artist, I call them, can literally take that question and get you to where you believe it. Because a lot of people are so in tuned about getting a reading. Okay, you can tell them that their name is Rosemary and they're actually by the name of John, but they're so into getting their reading that you know they can just shoot off questions, and then the readers or the con artists can actually like pull and make a story out of it and charge you a lot of money and cause you grief or not grief. So, in order to go to a good reader, you need to go to a reader who you sit down and they just start telling you what they see with you. And then when you do that, then you know it's good because they don't hold back.
Well, I'll remember that.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, well, we're getting to that late hour that I'm gonna
Wait,
start.
wait, this was fun.
Yeah, it
It
was
Augie,
is,
fun.
thank you, buddy.
but I have to go to work in the morning, Sean. So
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, well,
brother.
it was great meeting you.
it was nice meeting you, Augie. We'll have to
This
have
was
you
awesome.
on
Appreciate
we have every first Thursday of the month in our show. We're gonna be just doing, talk about paranormal investigations and past shows. Like today, we talked about the alien abduction, which I was abducted last night. I think someone was pulling on my toes. All right. But yeah, it was fun. So thank you for watching, listening to Chasing
and thank
Prophecy
you.
Friday Night Live show
No problem. And
Mhm.
thank you
after.
for investing for inviting me.
We'll have to do this again. But thanks, listeners. It was great to see you all on the chat. So we'll be doing this again not too long from now, huh, Sean?
Yes, yes, yes.
You know
I
how to do it.
enjoyed. I
Have a
enjoyed
great.
this.
Don't forget tomorrow we're on Paranormal Junkyard, right, Sean? Don't let me
Yes.
forget.
No, I'm not. Yeah, we're actually getting interviewed by Paranormal Junkyard. Is that at 6 o'clock tomorrow?
Uh, yeah, I'll have to check again.
Okay, I got your message on that.
Yeah, so
Okay,
don't
everybody.
make sure you have a great oh my god, great trip. And Thursday on Chasing Prophecy Thursday night, we have Chris Matthews from Forbidden Knowledge News. So have a great weekend, guys, and thanks for listening.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.